My name's Gavin, nice to you. Welcome back to Gavin Talk About YouTube show where we talk about anything and everything. Today we're going to talk about Halloween 3, season number which was released in 1982. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's get right into the video. Halloween 3, season number which I didn't hate it. I actually really enjoyed myself watching it. It's honestly not a bad movie, not a bad premise. It actually scared me a couple of times. And then they got into that bug shit and But at first, the premise to me was, I personally thought they were going to get corrupt. They weren't. They were just going to kill them and kill the others. But it was cool. I liked it. I like this movie. There's a couple of things that I have a personal problem with. But other than that, the problem that I have with this movie is that it's in the Halloween franchise. It should not be in the Halloween franchise. I know that John Carpenter and all of them, I know that he talked about it and wanted to make Halloween a anthology series, right? He didn't want this to be a series all about Michael Myers. He wanted this series to be an anthology series about certain things, but mainly focusing on Halloween. And watching this movie, I kind of gathered that. Kind of picked that up. I figured that this is what we want. This is what he wanted this series to be. Unfortunately, we're not going to get many of these anymore because right after this we see Michael Myers again, so it doesn't really matter. But with this, it was cool because we don't get anymore, right? But this movie, it ended off with the villain winning in a way. They just died, or they couldn't stop it in time, or whatever, right? So that was cool. I'm glad that this movie exists. I wish it was its own thing, because I think if it was just Seasons of the Witch, then perfect. That's a great story, it's a great movie, it's a great first movie, and you can start a trilogy. The problem is that you started it in a number 3 in a franchise not even about this. And what they made a mistake of was doing Michael Myers 2 times. They did Michael Myers in the first one, and then did Michael Myers in the second one. Had they not do that, I'm pretty sure this movie would have been a success, or at least a success in a normal sense. Because with me, I love this movie. I do. I adore this movie. It actually made me scared a couple of times. But the only problem is that it's in the Halloween franchise. This movie's so underrated though. Season of the Witch, underrated movie. I think this movie could have been something special. I think we could have started off as something special. But it didn't work out that way because of certain thing that happened due to other things. So, like, you know, the idea of doing an anthology series or an idea of doing a series away from Michael Myers, which was the only reason why we fell in love with the Halloween franchise in the first place. But yeah, let's go step by step. Let's go into the movie. We start off with the kids, right? And the masks. The masks are basic as hell. Like, if we're gonna be completely honest, they're the most basic masks of all time. They are kids just being kids. When the kids said that they want it, I'm sitting there like, even I wouldn't want this as a kid. Like, these masks are not cool. Like, it's just, these masks are so basic, so it, like, makes me question whether or not, how the hell they even got to this point to where the kids are needing this mask, and then, yeah. But when we finally see how the masks work, really cool. But, okay, do all those insects and reptiles and all that, do they just spawn in him? After everything happened, do they just spawn in him? Is that how it is? Like, is it like a frequency thing? Or do they just spawn in him? Because it was freaky, don't get me wrong. But I like the idea that I put in my own head of them getting corrupted and them doing the murder. I think that would have been better. I think that if we wanted to, that would have been a great thing to explore. That would have been a great plot to do, because imagine kids doing the murder instead of the adults, right? And that would have been perfect to tie into Michael Myers. I know that he wasn't wearing these basic costumes or basic masks. He was just wearing the clown mask. But yeah. We meet I think her name was Stacy, the girl. I like her. I like the guy too. I think they had wonderful chemistry. The only problem is I don't understand the sex scene. You just met the girl and you're in bed with her. And the way that you guys shot that scene was weird. And it was just weird for me. It was just weird to me. I don't understand why, but it was just meh to me. Right? But yeah. That cracking the skull, I was laughing. Not because I'm sadistic. I promise you I'm not. I think. But I was laughing because it is not realistic at all. Like, God. And I'm laughing because not even one muffle. Are you telling me that this guy can't even muffle a scream? Like, not at all? Okay. But I thought it was gonna be some of the fact to where I didn't know it was gonna be bugs and reptiles and all that, right? I kind of wish it wasn't. I think that we could have told a better story with that. I think corrupting the children would have been better instead of killing them. But that's just me. It also didn't really make sense. But hey, right? But yeah. The movie was great. Don't get me wrong. Loved it. I like this movie better than I like Halloween 2. This movie at least did something for me. Halloween 2 had a better movie for that. And that's 2018 Halloween. So that's kind of where my headspace at. But yeah, great movie. And I think this is underrated, and I don't think it deserves the hate that it gets. This is not the worst. This is not the worst movie of the franchise. So far, I've only watched 3 Halloween movies, and I can tell you my ranking like that. I can confidently say that Halloween 1, and then Halloween 3, and then Halloween 2. That's my ranking. But I'm excited to see the 4th movie because we see the return of Michael Myers. So I'm excited to see that because I think we can see a lot more. I think that it's gonna be a special thing, and I'm excited. I haven't seen these movies until now. I know about them, but I haven't sat down and watched them. So this is an exciting, time for me to just sit down and watch this movie. The only franchise I really sat down and watched all the way through was the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I'm more of a Freddy Krueger guy than I am a Jason and Michael. But Michael's up there for me. And after the first movie, yeah, he's really up there for me. But yeah, this movie, Season of the Witch, not a bad movie. It's honestly a great movie. Just belongs in a different franchise. I like that they did that creepy guy that was talking about the mask. I didn't really enjoy that as much as I thought I would. And then showing that footage of the family getting killed. It was okay to me. It wasn't that memorable. Michael Myers has memorable kills, right? This was just meh. Can we just go on with it? But yeah, not bad. A few problems here and there. But there's also good gems, like the main character. He was great. Forgot his name. But he was great. And I'm pretty sure we all know what happened to his kids. I'm pretty sure his kids are dead too. Because he was a shitty father. But I get it. Work came up and then other stuff came up and then you wanted to sleep with the girl. Cool. But yeah. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Please please hit that notification bell to get notified of every single upload. I hope you guys liked this review. If you guys didn't, tell me what I missed. Tell me what you guys thought of in the comment section below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.